anything that changes, change is not comfortable. People like hate change. Change is always especially when there's young people doing something different from the older people. It's always going to be this, that's wrong because it's not what we did type of thing. Instead of it being, oh, y'all knew y'all gonna, this is y'all shit, whatever. Because every generation has something that's theirs.
Right.
So you saying change is bad?
I didn't say change is bad.
So you said people don't like change?
People just don't like change.
So are y'all gonna like the change that I'm gonna make in the conversation right now? Was that a good? I'm trying to get my. He was stealing my segue.
That was like a 7.5.
I got a C, man. That's a C.
Y'all bad because y'all didn't think of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a B minus. Yeah, like an 84.
I give you that was a 75 for me. Or 70.
All right.
Like a mid C.
All right. Well, I asked this question on my Facebook today.
Okay.
This is our list. I don't know if you got a list, but you can join in.
I got a list. I done made an imaginary list.
Okay, you can make an imaginary list.
Don't worry.
But this is my list.
Lord have mercy.
These are the albums that we wanted, but we did not get from hip hop. And it could be because of just the person never did it.
Right.
The group broke up. Somebody died.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons. But these are the albums that we wanted. We really wanted. These are our 5. We're going to do our personal 5. You know what I'm saying? That we wanted, but we did not get. I'll let you start.
You got 5?
No.
You don't got 5?
You got 5? You can jump in. Which one you got?
Yeah, y'all going to have to do this one. I'm going to have to think about stuff.
Okay, I'll let you think. I'll let you start, G.
So, I'm going to go first. I'm going to go with the Brooklyn's Finest album.
Woo!
They bought the soft shit from that leather on the farms. A S1 diamond from my I-class dome. A Sean Dawn sipper from a rose nigga, huh? Brook non, sippin' on.
Cristal forever. Play the crib when it's mink weather. The mafia keep cannons in they Mark Buchanans. Usually quattro cinco, the shell sink slow, tossing ya. Mad slugs through your Nautica.
That's Jay and Big.
Yeah.
You know, for you.
I thought that was the commission.
The commission was with other people. So I saw people mention the commission, and that was dope. But the commission was gonna be more like a super group label type.
So who would have produced the Jay and Big album?
That probably would have been a whole lot of what's my man name?
Wasn't Big messing with like Easy Mo B at the time?
Yeah. What's my man? What's his name? Ski
Beats? Ooh.
Probably would have been what's my man name? Dame I forgot the name. It's Dame something. It probably would have been a lot of that. Probably would have been a Primo joint or two.
It had to be like, can you imagine with like 3 or 4 Primo joints with Big?
Dame Skeen or something. Dame something.
The Man Rapper was producer for a lot of cats at the time.
Yeah.
Man. I can't remember his name, man.
It probably would have been a lot of that.
Yeah, boy, Stevie J.
Stevie J was doing it. Yeah, Stevie J was doing a lot of Biggie stuff. Yeah. A lot of Bad Boy stuff. So he might have got to be. I think Stevie J did I Love the Dough, didn't he?
He did. When I heard his interview and he was naming some of the joints he did, I couldn't believe it.
Well, he did a lot of Life After
joints.
He did a lot of Life After Death. So I think that would have been
I think that would have been a good one.
Crazy album.
My number one would have been it's got to be that Nas and Primo.
Yeah, y'all know I gets it on. Sip a dom, clear the throat, wet the palate. Compose a ballad, then expose a rare talent. The kick drum, I have you numb, the snare's valid. That's how Premier styles it. Yeah, y'all know he gets it on, that's a given.
Yeah.
I think the people, in our heads, it's in my head just Nas. That's what I said. I said this on the previous pod.
Yeah.
Where I said Nas has not had the best production.
No.
So if he had an album fully produced by Primo,
yeah.
and I'm just thinking of like Prime.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Gangstar albums.
Yeah.
Thinking of Nas on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Primo's shown to be diverse. Like we put Primo into a box and say this is all he got. But if you listen to his albums, listen to his collaborations, he's actually shown to be diverse.
He probably should have got with Primo after I Am and not did Nostradamus.
This is what I said. And I hit you up. What did I hit you up with today? What did I hit you up with today?
Hold on, what was it?
You petty ass J fans hated on Life Is Good. Life Is Good is a dope album.
No, bruh.
We didn't hate
on Life Is Good.
Y'all petty. The beef wasn't even on anymore.
Okay, I bought Life Is Good.
Nah, son.
I like Life Is Good.
I will give you this.
You was trying to say it was a classic.
What's wrong with it?
No, it's not a classic, though.
This is the only reason I'm going to say that y'all don't want to give it a classic status. Because the singles they picked was garbage.
No. The whole... When it's a classic, it can't be a classic because you liked it, right? Like I could say Volume 1
You
Streets.
do that, though.
I could say Volume 1 of Streets is Watching is a classic because I love those albums.
Yeah.
But they're not classics.
Okay.
Instead of Volume 2, which is not as good as those is a classic. That's just it's the critically acclaimed by the people.
I'm just saying.
Life Is Good is not a classic. It's good though. I liked Life Is Good.
I'm saying that
it's one of his best albums. Yeah, it's definitely a great album.
And if it wasn't for you J fans splitting up New York, hating in droves.
Are we finna do this?
Yes.
Really?
You split New York up. New York couldn't even get a whole single vote.
It's already established that 50 Cent / Cameron and the Dipset killed New York hip hop. It's already been established.
Man.
So you can't blame it on J haters.
If J fans wasn't haters, more people would have liked Life Is Good and we could call it a classic. Okay.
So my number 2, right?
Number 2.
Jay and Nas, since we want hate.
I think that album would have been great, man.
The album is out there. That's the thing. That's the thing that's making me mad. I think they got like 6 or 7 tracks in. Woo. Just has some. They are one of the few collaborations to happen and live up to the hype.
Yo, that fucking Black Republican?
Black Republicans is like one of the bruh.
I feel like a Black Republican. Money I got coming in. Can't turn my back on the hood. I got love for them. Can't clean my act for good. Too much thugging them. Probably end up back in the hood. Like fuck it.
When that beat comes in.
And you know how I feel about Jay, right?
And I had to buy a Nas album to hear that.
But you know how I feel about Jay.
Yeah. Oh,
what have I said?
Yeah.
What have I said? As a Nas fan,
you did.
What did I say about that? What did I say?
You did.
Jay killed him on that.
You did. He was just comfortable. But that whole track was just
that track was amazing.
When the beat come in, man, and that joint, it got the strings popping, and that kick is just, bruh, it made me want to just run through a wall when I hear that joint. Like,
this is what I'll say. No matter how we feel about them personally,
right,
and how their careers went,
right,
or the music they made,
right,
there's one thing that both Jay and Nas do very well. They rap amazingly.
Yeah,
they rap so effortlessly.
Ooh.
They rap.
That's the apple juice.
It's the apple juice. They rap in such an effortless manner that it sounds easy. Like I'm listening to Life Is Good today, and it doesn't even sound like they're trying.
I think at this point it is easy.
Like it is. They're just that talented. My number 2, and this is
what was your number 1?
My number 1 was the Nas and Primo album.
Okay.
My number 2, and this is not due to recent history, but people will think it's because of recent history.
Okay.
But my number 2 is that Black Thought solo album.
Well, how did I forget that? How did I leave that out? Yeah.
The Black Thought solo album.
Check it out, Sub-Zero, cold from the crush intro. The temperature alone, shadow weatherproof window. Removing adrenaline rush tempo. And leave your rappers screaming about who stepped on toes and cut your throat. So what you can't fuck with though, you know it's me and that. Poetry to act, injury to insult when thought again. The what and the where, the why and the when. Be explained, music ease the pain.
I still swear to this day that I had a Black Thought solo album.
I keep telling you what you had, man.
I think it's just Mandela effect, man. I think it's real though.
The Mandela effect is when you believe that you saw something. When a large group of people believe something existed.
It's deeper than that though. Y'all ain't see the Flash where they had the Fringe where they had like different dimensions. I just think that in the dimension that I was living in before I got switched, I had a Black Thought solo.
Shout out to the apple juice.
And when I got here,
G's comment brought to you by the apple juice.
I'm just saying.
To the apple juice.
I just realized what
if you saw
album
the Fringe, hit me up.
I
we
waited.
go.
I was looking forward to that.
Yes.
I don't remember coming out.
What was that?
Murphy Lee's album.
Man, if you don't get it,
Man, if you don't
go somewhere,
man, it was Murphy Lee.
did he drop the album?
See how.
I was gonna come with a name and
I think
everything.
he dropped. Did he? I think Murphy Lee
I was gonna come
dropped
with a
the
new
joint.
name, but you don't know the name of that album though.
So I don't know.
It was Murphy Lee. His new his album was going to be called Lee and Them.
You know what? I got.
Are you for real?
No.
It's Lee and Them. I was being like, oh, is you for real?
It was like,
Is you serious?
yo, on an honorable mention is an album that I really wish that we would have got that we didn't get. What's that? That new AZ album. He was talking about it. You know, so he came out with some singles.
I kind of want to run. Like, I think he got to run me a fade.
Why is that? Why you gonna fight AZ?
Because he did that. Like, he was talking about it.
He got us so hyped.
He was talking about it.
Hitting you
he
up.
was
like,
on all types of joints talking
hitting
about
my
it's
dude
coming
up.
out.
I was like, yo, this is because he had dropped some joints
Yeah.
and he was going in.
He got it.
And I
right.
was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, he got to see me about that.
Yo, I just want to give y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The whole reason this list exists is so that we can talk about our mutual number 3 and
Yeah.
And the reason we want to talk about this is because we like to wildly speculate about this particular group. So everything that you're about to hear is not based off facts. I just want to put that out there into the world. Even if we might feel like it's based off facts, everything that you're about to hear is based off wild speculation.
This is really wild speculation.
But our number 3, we have the same number 3.
Which is
The Little Brother
Reunion album.
oh my god.
Cause failure's a no-no, back on my fly shit. So green with envy, kiss me, I'm Irish. Niggas be asking me who we got to ride with. They saying come back, Tay, we been craving. We need LB to come and save the rap game. But truthfully, I don't think the shit needs saving.
Yo, I just want to punch Fonte in his face every time I hear like the charity starts at home.
Oh, that's such
Like
a
when
great
I hear
album.
separate but equal and stuff like that, and I just be wanting to choke because I know it ain't Pooh's fault.
You feel like, but
Yo,
see,
Pooh is completely innocent in this whole thing.
What
Son.
if Pooh
What
is
if
the
he is
one?
the
Nah,
one? Like, what if he is the reason?
No.
Because
No.
because didn't Fonte and Ninth make up and like Pooh was the one that was
Yo,
outside
that's
still?
trash.
But isn't that true? Isn't that
But
what
how did-
happened? Like,
but how
weren't
did-
they still
How
talking?
did they break
Yeah.
up and it was Fonte and Pooh in a versus Knife? Then Fonte and Knife
Made up, and then Pooh
and
is
then
left
Pooh's
out.
just gone.
Yo, he on his album and he's naming everybody.
Yo,
And he's naming Median. I'ma just go ahead, yo. Fuck out of here with talking about Median, yo.
it's part of the shit though.
It
man.
is whatever.
Yo, man, the Little Brother album, is it ever going to happen?
No.
It's the reunion of Knife,
No,
Fonte,
it's not gonna happen.
Pooh going to happen, man.
Yo.
Because I think if it could have happened,
It would've happened.
it would have happened by now.
No, but see, this is the thing. I think
But they're gonna wait till they're 90 and they're gonna be like,
I think
oh,
this year
This year
all
was the year
over
to
the-
do
This
it.
year too, I think 2018 is perfect because Fonte, he's in Hollywood now. He write what's it, The Breaks? I think it's The Breaks. The I know he does the writing. He does all of the hip hop writing on that show.
Mm-hmm.
So Knife is doing his thing. He's got Rhapsody as one of the biggest artists in the game.
but Pooh's gonna be the
Is
the odd
Rhapsody
man
still
out.
his though?
Yeah, Rhapsody is still his.
Is she still?
She's still
is she
with
still
Jamla.
Jamla?
She's still Jamla.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's gonna. I
think he gonna lose her real soon.
If Pooh's gonna be the odd man out, if Fonte's out doing the
But
Hollywood
see, that
shit,
Fonte and Knife already came together.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, though,
but
they
they
done did
already came.
songs
I'm
and
saying.
stuff,
I'm
too.
saying. Okay, but look at the level they're on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So his ego is still going to be in the way.
Hell yeah,
where
it
Pooh is like, y'all niggas left me, or niggas, I should be at this level.
No. Pooh gonna go get that bag. Trust me.
I'm
Pooh
saying,
is not
but-
in position to say,
This
y'all
is what
left
I feel.
me. If I can make money, more money, Pooh would do a LB album in a heartbeat. I promise
Okay,
you.
You think
real
he
quick.
would actually
Real
go
quick.
and
He would
reconcile though?
I don't
and
think
do
he
that?
had anything to reconcile. I think this is what we
him
talked
and
about.
I know
right?
him and Ninth had to have some beef when they first broke up.
Pooh, from what I gather, Pooh was a dude that worked hard, was working, was coming to the studio. He was there.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. I think Ninth and Wonder had the real relationship.
Ninth and Fonte.
I said Ninth and Wonder.
Yeah, you
wow.
did.
Ninth and Fonte had the real relationship. They were really close.
Mm-hmm.
Pooh was just a dude that was there. Ninth probably saw the hunger in Pooh and said, "Come through, little nigga." He probably little nigga them real hard. So come through, little nigga. The shit was working. Pooh and Fonte kind of got cool. They was both, you know what I'm saying? They like some of the same things. They used to throw, jokes and stuff, the fixing the shade, mister, all of that stuff that they used to do. And they got cool, right? So as soon as they get cool, damn, we start a group. So at that point, it's all real because none of them got nothing. None of them they're nothing. When what's the joint? The Speed?
Oh, that Speed, man.
There was nobody then when that dropped. Like the mix on that is horrible when you listen to it today.
Speed.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
Bad mix.
Horrible
Got one
mix.
of the worst videos ever.
Oh my god.
That video is just, what is this? Just a bunch of people on the bus. Is that what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of?
that is Speed. That's
Okay.
Speed. That's Speed.
Still one of my favorite songs
Horrible
ever
mix.
in history of the world. Plain and simple.
So I think when Knife and Fonte have this close relationship, they probably went through things, probably seen stuff. Pooh was kind of just the dude that was just showing up at the studio dropping joints. Mm-hmm. And he's not as lyrical as Fonte. Mm-hmm. And I remember the Chitlin circuit, people was really talking really crazy, reckless about Pooh. Like Pooh didn't start kind of stepping his game up until maybe like separate but equal.
I think Pooh definitely played his role perfectly. And
Yeah.
I think people, man, it's kind of like the Andre and the Big Boy thing. Like when I say I think Andre is a better MC than Big Boy, that don't mean I think Big Boy is trash.
Wait, dog. So you gonna throw Big Boy and Big Pooh in the same pot?
I'm saying, I think, of course, I think
Come on,
Fonte's
son.
a better MC than, if we have to go make choices, I think Fonte's a better MC than Big Pooh, but I don't think Big Pooh is trash. I don't think he was getting trashed out on them
I think
tracks.
the levels are slightly different, son.
What you trying to say, man?
Nah, I don't even like how you trying to come back on here after we done talked about this and try to say that Daddy Fat Sacks, you know what I'm saying?
I think if we can collectively agree that Fonte was the best MC,
we can collectively agree that Fonte was better than Pooh.
then we can collectively agree that
Nah, we can't.
Andre
collectively-
3 Stacks
We can't collectively.
was a better MC.
We can't collectively agree on that. Do you think that Fonte would ever say that Pooh was a better MC than him?
Never.
What does that have to do with anything? I think
Because
Fonte
3
would never.
Stacks said that Big Boy was
That don't
a better
have nothing to do, but he's just that personality.
He said it on an interview.
Come on, fam.
He
That's
said
what
it.
you're doing.
He said it.
But okay,
That's
but,
what you're
but
doing? You
Three
really
Stacks,
doing that?
but Three
He said
Stacks
it. He
is
said
a more humble person.
He's a sensitive.
Fonte, okay?
He's a sensitivo.
Man, he not that humble. We ain't got no Outcast album, so he not that humble. He
He's
ain't
a
that humble.
sensitivo. Yeah, he is.
He's humble.
Man, he not that humble.
He's out
if
here.
he was humble,
If Fonte
if he
making
was
Anita
humble,
Hill, Anita Baker shirts,
If he
Fonte
was
out
humble-
here,
I need a Baker shirt.
yeah, he is
he
doing the
does.
Anita
That's
Baker
what
thing.
Andre 3000 is doing.
If
and
3
making
Stacks
Anita
was
Baker
if 3 Stacks was humble though,
merchandise.
if 3 Stacks was humble, like he wouldn't have did the love below or whatever.
Yes, he would.
He wouldn't have did it in like a couple of days just to come out because
No, he's humble.
because
He
Big
wanted
Boy
to-
was already done. He was finna release it. He just popped in like, let me throw this hey ya on you.
He knows
for the white
that
people.
In his mind, Big Boy can rap just like him. So he was like, I want to do what I want to do.
Hold on,
I
say
don't
that
want to.
again?
In his mind, that don't mean we have to agree. You
No,
don't think
he's
it-
in a group.
You don't, but hold up, you don't believe that. You don't believe that. You're just trying to make a point.
Do you think that MOS raps better than you? Is a better lyricist
Yeah, I
than
do.
you?
I do actually. Or
Do
or
you think that you're a
if
better
at, if at any
lyricist?
point
Nah.
it's like
Then-
this.
then-
no,
then-
no,
then
don't
Jonathan-
ask him because
then
he
Christ.
be biased. He be biased. At any point,
I'm biased
at
about
any
this.
point-
This is
at any
what
point- Here we
this
go.
is what you do in a group.
Let me
you
make-
big up your man.
No. This
You
is
pick
true.
up your
This
mans.
is true story. At any point, if I ever became, or if someone says that I became better at any point than most as a rapper, as a lyricist, I would say it's because when we first started the group, I didn't want to get Big Pooed on tracks. Is that true or not? We used to have this whole big thing, and we can say now because we're older, we used to have this thing because people used to talk crazy about Big Pooh. Not that we thought that Big Pooh was getting sunned all the time on these tracks. But but we would come to the studio, we would be like, yo, you're not finna Big Pooh me on this joint. So if
I've
at
heard
any
that phrase
point
before.
that I became better, it's because I was trying not to be Big Poohed.
Listen here. This is how
Period in.
I feel personally.
We don't
G
really
Christ is the better rapper in Crew 5-4. I think he's more versatile. I think he has the ability to paint stories in a better way.
I'm
You know
gonna
what
have
I'm
to
saying?
disagree with that. I think I like G's, and
Yeah, you married me,
I
though.
know,
You don't
but you know
count.
I don't like you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think that G's flow he's definitely more versatile. He's more versatile. I do believe that because I believe he can be on a down south beat and kill it. I believe he could be
I agree.
on a New York hard beat and kill it.
I agree.
I believe he's much more versatile. I like his flow. His flow can change and it'd be awesome. But I believe you paint more vivid pictures in your lyrics.
No.
I agree.
No. Plain and simple. Y'all both whack. Let's go to number 4.
My number 4. Thank you, C-Hova.
Y'all both
I
whack.
appreciate that.
Fuck everything you talk about.
Outcast. An actual Outcast album.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting, not clashing, not at all. But see, my nigga went to do a little acting. Now that's for anyone asking. Give me one and pass 'em. Drip, drip, drop, there goes an orgasm. Now you coming out the side of your face, we tapping right into your memory banks.
New
I have a
time.
problem with this because we talked about this. They gave us a lot of Outkast music. So how much Outkast music do they need to give us?
Idlewild was trash. I don't really care.
Idlewild was hot trash.
It was super hot
Garbage.
trash. I'm probably one of the few that didn't care too much about Love Below and Speaker Box. I loved Speaker Box.
Love Below.
I liked some songs on the Love Below, but I
Cookie
felt
Dough
that
is
was
one
the
thing.
end.
I love Below.
I know
I just
anything.
felt
I know
that
for
was the
sure.
end. Like it's all
I agree
dope.
with
It's
you, but I
super
love-
dope.
Definitely the end.
To me,
I
it was
love-
like that's it. So it was like,
Baby Blue.
I mean, it was still a Outcast album. It was still
Yeah.
It was
Outcast
more of a-
feeling.
yeah.
No, Speaker Box was definitely that. Speaker
Outcast
Box-
was the Speaker Box was the Outcast album that we're used to, but Love Below was still like, they was always kind of funky. Like they had
Speaker
stuff
Box
going
is
on
what clarified for me that it was Big Boy
that
made
created
it
the Outcast sound.
Yeah,
That was,
definitely.
I agree with
Definitely.
that. I always agree with that. I've never disagreed with the Outkast sound.
Yeah.
Was created by and maintained by Big Boy.
Boy.
I will give
Definitely.
him that all day.
But you need 3 Stacks to do it. We never got it. and I really still want it, and I'm boycotting 3 Stacks to this
Let me
day
ask you a question.
until that happens.
I ask both of you. In 2018, if an Outkast album drops with rapping produced by Organized Noise,
it will probably be the greatest shit ever.
You think?
Let me tell you why.
It would be, you know what? It wouldn't be an in between. It would either be awesome or hot garbage. Like it wouldn't be an in between.
I'm gonna tell you.
This
why
is
I
how
think
it would
could
be hot
bad.
garbage. This is why it would be. This is how it will be bad if they don't follow the formula of every other older artist that released albums this year or last year. Like your Cool G Raps, like your Joe Budden, like your Scarface. Everybody said, you know what? Fuck it. It's over. I'm an elder statesman.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the essence. And all those albums was great.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang album was good.
Yeah.
Redman even released some cuts that was cool. He still ain't dropped the album yet.
Shout out to
bullshit.
Redman. We need that album. You bullshit.
We got 444 from Jay. You know, like all of these older guys are released albums that we've been waiting for about 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
If they do that, it'll probably be one of the greatest.
The problem
Outkast
that I have,
albums
and you're right, because the problem that I have is that Goody Mob album was hot trash.
Yeah, that was
and
trash.
I'm a Goody Mob fan.
Yeah.
I might. There's been days when I've put Goody Mob above Outkast.
But what did they do?
They did not release
They went
a
with
Goody Mob
They
album.
went with the Gnarls Barkley formula
Yeah.
instead of the Goody Mob formula because CeeLo probably stepped his old ugly ass up in the studio talking about we should do things like this, kind of how Eminem messed up the Slaughterhouse album.
I was so mad at that that last Goody Mob album. I had such high expectations. Shout out to the homie Easy Lee, Reggie Kobe. We all had. I don't know if they feel like I do, but I know I felt like that album was trash. Yo, shout out to Reggie Kobe too. He should be on this list. Get your album out,
Bro, that ain't happening.
Yo, he promised me.
Lied.
There's a tag with
Shout-
my name on it.
and shout
he
out to Low Key
promised
because
this
he
album.
bullshit too. Because we don't got albums for other members
Man,
of
there's
the league.
Yeah.
so-
I need the Low Key. I need the next Southbound album. Oh, my number 4. I didn't do my
Your
number
number
4.
four.
Your
Your
number
number
4.
My number 4 is probably the most famous album on this list. It's pretty easy, but I think it had to be brought up.
Yeah.
And that is Detox.
Yeah.
The longer way to detox trick, cause maybe I don't wanna stop, maybe I don't wanna quit. The longer way to detox trick, cause maybe I don't want a wife, maybe I'm psycho.
The Compton album was, like I said, those Kendrick, that was at the height. This was right after, I want to say it was right after To Pimp a Butterfly, or right before.
Yeah.
One of the two. But Kendrick was on fire. And those were two amazing Kendrick verses. Then it was the beginning of my love, or my, most people's knowledge of Anderson .Paak.
True.
Like, it was
It
the
was.
beginning of a lot of people's, getting to know who he was.
Yep.
Especially that Animals. This is a DJ premiere and
It was nasty.
Dr. Dre
That shit
produced
was
track
nasty.
with a verse
Yeah.
by Anderson .Paak and Kendrick Lamar. That was a crazy track. So let's go to our number 5.
Number 5.
Do we have to say number 5?
I don't think so.
Go ahead.
Yo, son. This is the album we really should have got.
This the album.
And there's been rumors that it's possible that we could still get this album.
I don't know if I want to hear it now.
Because they took a picture. Nah.
I don't know if I want to hear it now with their rapping in 2018. That's all I'm saying.
I think that 2 out of 3 of these rappers could pull it off because they still talk that shit.
Yeah.
Murdergram.
That's my number 5 as well.
Okay, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
The original Murder Inc.
Cause whether you're for or against this, when I spit with murderous intentions, everybody goes, everybody knows the weapons I possess, they not for show. And you put dresses on your weapons when you walk out the door.
If we playing, you'll undoubtedly fall further. Fucking with INC, it's murder.
I'm a cruddy nigga, going up raw dog and dirty bitches. And if I get burnt, I'm giving that shit to 30 bitches. You say you know a nigga like me gets again poppin'. I might smile up in your face, but I ain't your friend poppin'.
Jay-Z.
Uh-huh.
DMX,
and
DMX.
Well, if they have to get DMX out of Detox.
Yeah, they gotta get a sober DMX. But I mean, bruh, man, those tracks were nasty.
Yo, I just remember
the beats was nasty.
I remember, I don't know if it was The Source or if it was XXL, but it had to be the greatest cover in my history that I remember. On the front, you see Jay-Z, DMX, and Ja Rule. Then you go to the back, you flip it over. On the back, they all got their hands behind their back.
Yeah,
and on the back, they all got weapons like bats, chains.
Bats.
That was, I don't know why, but that was the livest shit.
That was so fly.
That shit was so crazy.
The Murdergram Part 1 and Part 2 was like I needed that like air, bruh. Like, and I mean that goes back to what we talk about when we talk about like the music that you came up with. Why I needed that Murder Inc. album. Like,
but you say that you would still listen to that now if they came out with that?
Yeah, because I know Jay could flip back and do that.
Okay, what about Ja Rule and DMX?
I'm not sure about Ja Rule.
But see, this is
I think DMX is still there mentally.
Yeah.
So I think DMX could do it.
But
I'm not sure about Ja Rule.
Nah, man, this is my problem that I have with people hating on Ja Rule. Because I'm a Ja Rule hater. I've hated on Ja Rule plenty of times in my life.
Tripping.
But I think when you listen to the stories of what Ja Rule did, I think it was very smart. At the time when he came out, you know, there was already DMX. And he's like, I can't out DMX.
No, man. No, Veni Vidi Vici was dope, bro.
It was. But he
didn't have to be DMX.
He couldn't out DMX.
He couldn't.
And so it was like, okay, let me go in a whole different lane, address these women, because he know DMX couldn't do that. So they went in a whole different lane.
Is that why Dragon didn't do well? Because he tried to be
Dragon got bars now.
But he tried to be. He came out DMX.
It's like Myth.
Dragon was totally different.
He was, but it's like Myth. Myth is different, but most people look at Myth as great value Jay-Z.
The reason the reason why Myth never made it is because Jay on Volume 2 on Coming to Age said the new improved Jay-Z. He did that. When they talk about it on interviews, they both say the same thing. But Myth by himself, if you look at Myth's sales, like I always say this, we always talk about this, but if you look at Memphis Bleek's sales of his albums, they sold.
But I'm just saying, I think Ja Rule, and like I said, as somebody who's hated on when he switched his whole style up, because I love Veni Vidi Vici. Man, did I say it right? I love that project.
Veni Vidi Vici, one of that.
Whatever. Yeah. I love that project. But you know, when he switched his style up, I was one of those guys. I was young. I was into hip hop. I didn't like it. I was like,
but the ladies loved it. The ladies loved it.
I was in school at the time. And I remember
I hated that shit.
The shit with him and Ashanti, like
I remember having this. I can't remember who I had the conversation with, but it was a specific girl in my class who was telling me why that was the greatest shit ever. Because she was like, "Oh, this is the first time one of these rappers is addressing us. We feel like they're addressing us."
And it was too. But shout out to my dude Tally, man. Long time ago, Soldier, man. So I was with him. We was battle buddies in 1-2-4. He used to love that new stuff.
Yeah.
All of that between me and you and what would I be without you? He used to love that. And I used to be so mad at that. I hated that. Because Veni Vidi Vici was just so everything about that.
A lot of us did.
Like when the Murder Inc. album came out, I was back. Because what was the chick? What was her name? Vita?
Yeah, Vita.
Vita was rapping on that joint. I was like, let's go.
She was killing it, man.
And I mean, I'm just mad that he did that because ultimately, he crossed, but I think he ultimately lost.
He did what he had to do, but he definitely set him up to take that L.
And he came back with the clapback mad late. And the clapback was dope.
The Blood in My Eyes joint was actually had some dope joints, but nobody wanted to hear it.
Nobody
when
wanted
he did it.
I still haven't heard that album.
So your top
I heard
5.
singles.
Your whole 5 was your...
My whole 5 is Jay and Big, the Brooklyn Finest album.
All right.
Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one, representing BK to the fullest.
All right, let's go.
The Jay and Nas album, I don't even know what that would have been called. Little Brother album, man, I don't know what that would have been called. Like, the Outkast album probably would have been called like something like Space Aliens or something like that. And the original Murder Inc., man, that's my
Murder 5. My top 5 was the Nas and Primo. I think it would have just been hard. I think it would have just been what hip hop needed. Maybe it needs to happen this year. It would have been what hip hop needed. The Black Thought solo album.
Yeah.
I think just it would. I don't even know if anybody would like it, but I think it would be amazing. Just Black Thought going ham over a lot of dope beats.
I just don't want to hear Black Thought doing what the Roots makes him do.
That's what I'm saying.
Lot.
I think it would be different. I think the Roots had a purpose. I think the Black Thought solo. I believe as the leader of the Roots, he definitely not forced, but he had a hand in the idea and the way that the Roots went. My idea for the Black Thought solo album would just be him going ham over beats by the greatest producers: Justice League, Just Blaze, No ID, Questlove, all of them getting a hand in it. He just going ham.
I feel about the Black Thought solo like I feel about S. Dot and Bavu albums.
See?
Not that Bavu albums wasn't dope, because I can say them joints from the beginning to end pretty much. But I always wanted to hear Bavu just be angry at whatever rapper and just go in.
Yeah.
Just like right now, I want to hear S. Dot just.
Go
I don't want to hear no hooks or nothing. I just want to hear.
You don't hear nothing
rap.
with melodies and
nothing. I don't want to hear
different flows.
Yeah, I don't even want to. I don't even want to see you in New Boy clothes. So I just want to see you in some way too big clothes, just rapping,
going at it
in front of an abandoned house, for like a whole album. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not to disrespect the new stuff they doing, but I just want to hear that because that's what I saw them as when I first saw them. Like, I would like to hear that. I don't want to hear Black Thought. Didn't they do the jazz joint? The blues?
I mean, the last couple of Roots joints had different vibes.
I mean, they was cool too. They had a couple joints. Like, I remember a couple joints was on Fight Night that I was cool with, but I didn't really care about nothing about that album because he wasn't rapping. Like, I really want to hear him just snap on some rap.
I'm with you.
I want him to have like some rapper beef. Can we have some rapper beef?
I don't think nobody wants.
Nobody does deep beef anymore.
Can we get some rapper beef?
Because the thing is that, okay, the dudes that are old enough to understand a rapper's beef is too old to be beefing.
Yeah,
like nobody wants to see.
They can't rap, so they don't want to.
And
beef
then
anyway.
the people that will be down for doing rappers beef are too young to understand what beef is and to keep it on wax.
It's like the Joe and Drake
why?
thing. It was two different generations.
Yo, Joe mashed Drake.
And they're closer in age than most of their fans.
Yeah.
But the fans didn't understand it. So it
what I always tell you about that, though.
It never had a chance to play out right.
What I always tell you about that, the fans knew, because if he would have failed, if he would have threw some L bars out, they would have memed him to death. And they would have got him out of here. His fans know he got trashed. He killed him.
My number 3 was Little Brother, just like you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 was that Detox.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of the mythological status.
So what was your number 5?
My number 5 was the Murder Grab.
Grab.
Okay. There was a couple of albums that we didn't mention. Shout out to the Facebook post that I put up. There was a lot of albums that people mentioned.
Black Star.
Black Star. That was actually on our list. We talked about it.
When
we came up with this idea, that Black Star album was definitely on our list.
I got
You got one?
No, I'm finna tell y'all about this album that everybody been looking for, and
Okay,
I think
let's
it's gonna
go.
come out. That Pretty Ricky album. I think it's gonna come out.
Yo, shout out to everybody that left a comment on the Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to everybody that has left a comment on the SoundCloud. Shout out to everybody that has left a comment or a rating on the iTunes. We need that.
Bet that.
If you're still listening, we say this every time. We need that. We need you to go to the iTunes, leave a rating. Google Play, leave a rating. We on Stitcher. Everywhere you can get podcasts, your boys is in there.
Yo, my man D from the DF Dub. Rakim got the dropped the 7th seal, my G.
There's a lot of albums that people is asking for,
and they actually came out.
Shout out to one that I see mentioned a lot was the Kendrick and J. Cole album.
Yeah,
people thought that would have popped.
Supposedly that's still out there.
Ghostface and MF Doom. You know what I'm saying?
I thought something happened with that. I thought there was a EP or something.
There was something that was released that was like 2 songs.
Okay.
With MF Doom. I don't know who it was. I think that's what it was. But yo, shout out to everybody that left a comment that supported your boys.
Yup.
You know, this is episode 11. You know, we in there, man. We doing this with y'all support. We need y'all comments. We need y'all feedback so that we can keep this going, man.
Please do, man. Listen, like, and share.
Shout out to the Vainglorious C-Hova. This is the first time we did it when you wasn't working, so you could be in the building.
She off the apple juice.
She got the apple juice. The apple juice was flowing nicely.
The apple juice is popping.
We gonna get up out of here, man. We've been letting it cook. We've been letting it cook, but we gonna get up out of here. I'm feeling good. Like we could go for another 2-3 hours.
I definitely can.
But we're gonna let it cook. We're gonna let y'all live. Come back to the next one.
Deuces.
We in here.
Holla.